again, can't get enough. JoJo explains some interesting stuff.
Hello, every pony. It's me, Funk McLovin. Don't forget to subscribe for more essays. Full disclosure, I stole the premise of this video from a very handsome boy, so if you'd like more in this style, go check out Naked Jaked's playlist on Games That Should Bang. Essentially, if you're unfamiliar with his videos, Games That Should Bang is a series detailing dualities of dissimilar visual video amusements, indicating mechanics that could be combined to create a new and interesting game. In this same vein, something struck me the other day. Two games that should, as the man put it, bang. Danganronpa and Dark Souls have very little in common, superficially and gameplay-wise. In fact, other than the fact that they're video games, they have basically no common ground at all. So, you cry from behind your computer screen, why should these games bang? Simple. Imagine this. Much like Danganronpa's romp through myriad murder mysteries, you could have a story about a singular detective trying to solve, for instance, a large-scale crime through a world not unlike Dark Souls. They could be tasked with traversing treacherous landscapes while combing for clues, the world opening up slowly over time, necessitating visits to locations after leads have been pursued. Like Dark Souls, it could be an open world with shortcuts that fold into each other, with details dripped to the player by the way of delightful items scattered throughout the place, and, like Dark Souls, it could be awash with intrigue and mystique, the player both discovering more about the murder and the world as they go. And again, from Danganronpa, we could borrow a colorful cavalcade of characters, all brimming with personality, adding a much-needed mystique to the whodunit. Also like Danganronpa, the mystery could fold in on itself with many different players that do things disparately, all coming together at the end of the game with a bombastic trial. From Dark Souls, then, the world could be strange and esoteric, a land where mysteries abound in a wash of gray morality, and instead of combat challenges, there could be puzzles and logical clues hidden away in lieu of bosses. Challenges that a player might have to reapply their mind to and come back for later. What I'm imagining is a puzzle box of a world, where the player carefully pursues leads and unwinds the central mystery at the heart of it all. Dark Souls excels in world building in a grim tone, where Danganronpa could uplift that grimness into something worth mulling over, a mystery which leaves no stone unturned, and a story that stays with players for long after they've set their controllers down. Oh, and for good measure, a really cool vaporwave aesthetic. But, dear viewers, it's time for the plot twist of this video essay. That game already exists. Meet Paradise Killer. Paradise Killer is a game where you, investigator Lady Lovedeyes, must discover who is responsible for killing the leaders of the islands you once called home before your exile. My description there barely scratched the tip of the iceberg, however, because this game contains so much more. The world of Paradise Killer is Island Sequence 24, a tropical paradise in a pocket dimension concocted by the Architect, where humans from the real world are abducted and forced to worship old gods. Don't let the candy floss colors deceive you. This is a world with a sinister underbelly beyond even the murder mystery. Details can be found all over the island in the form of tokens and trinkets left by its inhabitants. Many questions lurk in the back of your mind. Who did the murders? Where are all the island residents? What happens when Island 24 is destroyed? The game exists in a surreal liminal space, one that is equally enthralling and engaging to explore, and the mystery's leads will take you all over the island to investigate its secrets and the secrets of those who once lived there. Much like Dark Souls, the map is connected by waypoints that can be fast-traveled between, as well as shortcuts that manifest as your progress in the game does. No map is provided for you, forcing you to take a mental map of the area, and before long, you'll be traversing the streets with ease. Like Danganronpa, it features a menagerie of interesting characters who you'll be free to befriend on top of investigating, characters with different goals and movements, bringing an otherwise lifeless island to a delicious intrigue. I won't spoil the story, of course, but suffice to say it treads the whole cornucopia: feelings, bonds, intrigue, curiosity, fear, and even joy. At the end of the game is where the trial to convict the murderer takes place, but unlike the scripted affairs of Danganronpa and Phoenix Wright, a staggering number of endings are presented, predicated on which individuals you choose to pursue, as well as the strength of your evidence against them. At its core, it's open-ended, and you step into the shoes of an investigator and prosecutor with an attention to player choice that's unparalleled to anything I've ever seen before. It's so dense it's almost daunting, but patient players will revel in the joy this game brings. Also, use the foot baths and don't worry about how many blood crystals you're spending. Hello, thanks for listening to my essay. I made this essay just because I like Paradise Killer so much and I don't see anyone fucking talking about it. So shout out to Kaizen Gameworks for making this amazing game. Shout out to Fellow Traveler for publishing it. It might still be on sale on Steam and on the Nintendo Switch. It's available on pretty much every fucking platform. It is literally one of the best games I played in 2020, and it is criminal that no one is talking about this enough. Just play the fucking game, please. I'm begging you. I'm on my knees here. They didn't pay me to do this either. I'm doing this all in my free time. I love you, Kaizen Gameworks. Thank you for making Paradise Killer. If you make a sequel, I will probably shit my own pants, so thank you. Also, subscribe to me. Thank you so much. I love you.